Guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and I want to be showing you guys some of the advanced mechanics of this game which you can learn and improve your game and maybe even rank up to some of the high ranks in the Rocket League community. I feel there's no better place than the training mode, the free training mode, to learn any of the mechanics, any of the skills that are there in this game. So alright. So today I'm gonna be explaining you guys some of the flicks, various flicks in this games that you have. Now, I'm not one of the best when it comes to these flicks, but I definitely know the mechanism, and I've practiced it enough. My playstyle does not include many of these, but is definitely a skill that you should know how to use, and when required you should be able to score or even make such amazing plays with your teammates that you would want to save them for later. So let's get into it. Now, most of these flicks require the ball to be on top of your car. Now, if you've not seen my previous video, then please make sure you go check that out. In that I cover up on how to keep the ball on top of your car. So yeah, let's get into it. So now once the ball is on top of your car, there are a few things you need to remember, alright? Now there are three different parts of the car where the ball can be. One is exactly above you, where it is right now, it's right on top of me. One is where it's a bit behind you, and one is when it's a little bit in front, like not really on the hood, but between the mid and the hood of your car. So this is when it's on the back end, this is the center, and now it's falling towards the hood. So any of these flicks will require you to have the ball smoothly on top of your car. Alright, if it's bouncing or things like that, you may not get one of the best touches. So make sure it's smooth and then you can flick. Yes, I'm not that great at this. But anyways, once it's in front, you should be able to front flick, and it should send the ball with very high speed going towards the forward and upward direction. Now based on how far ahead it is in your car, it's gonna go fast, and if it's not too far ahead, it's gonna go high. Alright, so depends on what you want out of the shot. You're gonna place the ball on top of your car. You know, the placement of the ball will be as per the shot you want to take. Now if I want to flick it high, I want to make sure it's not too far ahead, because if it's too far ahead, it's gonna go pretty flat like that. Alright, so yeah, there we go. That's a flick that's gonna go high, and depending on how much speed you want, you can even add a little bit of boost to your flicks, and it should probably go high and far ahead. But remember, if you're too close to the goal and you do this, you might end up hitting the top of the goal. So you want to make sure the ball is a little bit far on top of your hood, and then flick. Like you can see here, it's a little bit in front, and then when I flick, it doesn't go too high, but far enough to get inside the goal and over the keeper, hopefully. So if the ball is on the right, we're gonna flick to the right. If the ball is on the left, we're gonna flick to the left. Just like that. There we have a front flip again. And you can even have flips across, all the way across. They might help you as well. Sometimes when you're turning, you want to flick across, go back under the ball, take control again. It's a very useful mechanism in the game for sure. Sometimes you want to just be able to beat someone, like let's say the keeper is charging, you know he's charging at you, so you just want to flick it over him, and then you can get an easy touch onto the goal. This is pretty useful against players who rush a lot. So if you have a player who's rushing you, always charging, you know, he's going for every other ball, just wait for him to charge and at the right moment flick him, and you should hopefully have the advantage over him. Now I'm gonna show you guys how the backflip looks. Alright, now keep in mind, the same way the front flip works, the back flick works as well. If you want a backflip, you want to make sure the ball is a little bit behind the mid of the car, because if it's not, then it's not gonna work out, right? So you want to make sure you're in front of the ball just a little bit, and then you want to backflip. It's gonna probably send the ball a little bit too high, but it's good when you want to, lay off a pass or you want to just flick it over someone. It could work even when you're going forward, but most cases you may find it difficult to flick it when you're moving forward with it. But it still works out nonetheless. So a good flick like that could be a good pass or a setup for your teammate. Or you can just dribble someone off that way. It's all about practice. You can get used to this and it's a lot of fun. Make sure you practice all the different kind of flicks. Some of my favorites are the cross flips. So it's basically like a tornado movement. The tornado flick, like that. So you want to be able to do that and then flick backwards. You're gonna catch the keeper off in many situations when you do this, because he'll think that you're on the right side of the ball and he will not expect you to flick in that position, and then suddenly you throw him off with a crazy flick. Now most good players will be able to read this, but difficult for them to react to it, so it's definitely a good flick to work out. So see here again, I'm on the right. The keeper might not expect me to flick it this way, and it's most of the times a definite goal if you can get it right. So practice those, and then there are a couple of other flicks as well, like the 180. Some of the professional players have made these flicks look like they're a piece of cake, but trust me, they're not. They take a lot of practice, a lot of time, and they're difficult. But you know what? If it's easy, then everyone can do it. So you want to make sure you put in your time and learn all these things, so that it gives you a disadvantage. It gives the opposition. Oh, what am I saying? So yeah, learn some of these flicks so that it gives you an advantage over the opposition. If there's anything that I missed out, if there's anything extra you want me to show in the next video, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, peace.
You make me